Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, Keither.B of the Keither.B podcast. And in the studio today, I have JT. Welcome to the podcast, JT.
Thank you.
What's going on, my man?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well,
Dear.
I think a lot of people are anticipating this podcast. I put a little picture of us, or not of us, but of you. And you apparently have a reputation that supersedes you, my friend.
Now, what the fuck you talking about? I don't know. Yeah. You tell me.
Well, we had a phone conversation about what we're going to podcast about, and you had some very very intriguing subjects that we would bring up, and I'm like, you know what, I think this is going to make a good podcast. Some of the things you brought up was maybe we'll talk a little bit about alcoholism,
Right.
maybe a little sex addiction, life in the military, and and a little bit of your immigration status. Man, is there a little something?
Okay.
Is there something you want to tell us?
Don't worry. Well, coming to America, they call us the 1-1 babies and shit, you know?
The 1-1 babies?
Yeah, because when you come to America, all your parents have a birthday of January 1st. No years. That's why they call us the 1-1 baby.
Wow.
Because when your parents shit you out, there wasn't no birth certificate. So, they remember by, an event when you were born or something, which cow was sold or some shit. Some spear chuckers and shit and stuff.
Were any farm animals sold for you?
Fuck no, dude. I think they mistaken me with monkeys and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
I think that's my phone.
is that your phone?
Yeah.
I was like, did a fairy just show up right now? What's going on?
Sprinkled with some fucking fairy dust and shit.
You're wearing a Marines hat, so
Right.
you're in the Marines, correct?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that. When did you go into the Marines? Was it right after high school?
I dropped out of Sonoma State University, so yeah, it was pretty much right out of the thing. Then just had to leave. Got bored of Stockton. So
How many years were you in the not military, but I know you're in the Army right now, but how many years were you in the Marines?
I did 4 years of active duty, but that was the best time of my life compared to the Army and shit. I did my 4 years as an infantryman, as a grunt.
4 years infantry.
Yeah. But, I had the best time. You know what's the most enjoyable part of being in the Marine Corps? It taught me how to be a fucking man. Actually, it taught me how to drink, but that's not the fucking point. But still,
Yeah.
I never drank in my life. I think that 4 years, alcohol helped just allow me to go through a smooth transition. Because all my life I was shelter. Never drank and shit and stuff and everything.
So 4 years as a Marine, you say it helped harden you up a little bit?
Yeah, kind of transition because
Transitioned from the fuckery?
from being shelter all my life and shit, right? Because going to school, go to high school, right? My GPA was like 3 point something and shit and stuff and everything. I graduated early of high school, 3 years. I had a full year tuition into Sonoma State University. So I had some type of fucking brain,
Yeah.
some type of shit, right? But I was shelter all my life, right? So it was like I had to, because I grew up in the ghetto, so around there, so my parents, they want me to, so they kind of like locked me in the house and shit. Mm-hmm. Couldn't have friends, strict Asian parents and shit. Don't want anything to do me to be with the gang life. They wanted to, wanted us to succeed and shit, right? So.
Okay, so before you went into the military, is that the type of crowd you're hanging around with?
No, because I was shelter.
Okay.
So I couldn't. If I were to hang with my friends and shit, that's where gang bangings and shit in the street. Not my friend, but people I knew around and shit. I'd get my ass kicked by my parents. So friends would come and knock, ask if they can play. my parent would say, no, tell them to get the fuck out of here. That's how strict they were.
Yeah, that's when you're like a kid.
Yeah, kid.
Okay.
So to escape this strictness, I don't know, it probably backfire on them, right? So I had to leave, but so even though I had a 4 year tuition no state, to me, I think I'll still be sheltered all my life.
Okay.
So that's when I think I didn't tell them that I joined the. Anyways, they couldn't fucking read fucking English, right? So I had the recruiter come and think fucking trying to join the military because I lied about my age. So this was two factors, right? One age was saying I'm 18, the other age saying I'm 16 and shit. So they had to get a waiver and stuff because when you come to America, you lie about your age. So I got like 2 birthdays and shit and stuff. So it was all off, right? Because let me go back, start this. So when you come to America, because back in the days, I don't know, because you're probably old enough, you went to high school and shit. If you had Asian and shit, there was a big refugee drop off because of the genocide in Cambodia, the war, right? And a lot of the Vietnamese, a lot of the Cambodians, they come, right? And they change their age. Back in the days, the Vietnamese changed their age by 2 years because to prolong fucking welfare.
Oh, okay.
And the Cambodians, a lot of the time we change our age. I'm not saying I'm change our age. There's no birth certificate to further education and shit. That's why if you notice you went to high school during probably the early 80s and shit and stuff, you notice that all these Asians look older than you. Probably they are. Probably they are older. They're fucking like 18 and 19s and
How
shit.
old were you when you came over to the States? Because you were born in the Philippines, correct?
Not the Philippines. I said Cambodian.
Oh, Cambodia. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I was looking at you. I was thinking Filipino.
No, I'm
I
not.
didn't mean to disrespect you.
Yeah.
How old were you when you came over to the States? You were just a baby?
Yeah. I think I was probably like 3 or 4 years old when I came. So we were sponsored by, it's funny, Proom, but I'm not going to say where he worked at. We all work together now, but I'm not going to say where we work at.
Okay.
So Proom, we were sponsored by the 2 white people, very same people. I'm going to say their name because never forget because, Unitary Bingham, right? That's just we were pretty much adopted by them. So we went to Moline, Illinois. So it was so fucking cold. So me and Prune, family, we came together, right? We went from Illinois to Stockton and shit and stuff from the same sponsor and shit. So we were forced to believe, we wasn't religion and shit and stuff and everything. Then we slowly transitioned because they were like a big church group and organization and shit. That's why I will never forget Unitary Bingham. If it weren't for them, me and Prune wouldn't be in America right now.
Okay.
They sponsor us and shit. We live there and shit, but it was too fucking cold, so we moved to Stockton and shit. Then we kind of have our distance and stuff. So once we got here and shit and everything, and Prim can't even tell you the story and shit and stuff because his family knew my family and shit. That was into the small world.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah. So and now 40 years later, we work in the same thing and stuff and everything. And to go back now of my shelter life, I was kind of religious in a way, not Buddhism because I was always kidnapped by the white people and fucking was turned into Christians by force. I'm just saying this, okay, because even though my family was Buddhist, it was hilarious and shit, right? the white people was always trying to kidnap me. I'm serious.
Now, when you say white people were trying to kidnap you as a kid, you mean to recruit you to Christianity,
Pretty
or
much.
to kidnap
Okay.
you for like
Okay.
trafficking? What are we talking about
I don't
here?
know what they were trying to do. When you have this school bus coming across, right, throwing candies at us, hitting us in the head with candies from a church school bus, fucking trying to filter us in, and they just, without our parent permission, they just fucking took us to a fucking church, made us sit there. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing there. We were there for fucking hours and shit. When they were done, they'll fucking come and drop us off in the ghetto. It was a 20-minute bus ride. We didn't know where we were going. They were just throwing candies at us. We were just following the candies.
Did you ever get on the bus though?
I got on the bus.
And they took you to like like a school,
A church? I don't
like
know.
a church where,
It was a
where
big
there's
church, yeah.
other children,
Yeah.
and then they're like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Hey, more candy, Jesus, candy,
Yeah,
Jesus,
pretty
candy.
much.
You know,
Because
try
when candy hits you in the face, was like all over your face, like fucking a dick going beside your cheek and shit and stuff. Like, come, taste this fucking dick. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's all part of shelter and shit. Then when, talk about baptized, then the Mormon came along and they did it too. So, that's why I know.
so let me ask you. I'm still on. You talking about this bus throwing candy at you, and you say they wanted to kidnap you, and they kind of lured you over to their church. At this time, are you're not believing in Christianity,
No, I just came over for the candies.
and they knew it, right?
They knew it.
They knew it, and they're just
Dude.
trying to.
Okay, back in the 80s, all right? If you were to get kidnapped by a fucking kidnapped in the ghetto or shit, they wouldn't say shit. But if you were a fucking privileged family and you get kidnapped and shit, they'll make a big scene. But in the ghetto, they'll throw candies at you and shit and lure you on the bus and shit, take you to church. Nobody would make a big scene about it because we were in the ghetto.
Yeah, it's kind of like a forgotten land,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, you get kidnapped, they don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, I remember being a kid. I remember there actually was a fucking kidnapper tried to kidnap me and my brothers. Me and my brothers were like little kids walking down the street. We're going to the store, and it was on East Side Stockton. We were I forgot where we lived. I think we were on Minor or something like that, and we were walking to Fremont Center Market on Fremont Street, Fremont Filbert, and we're walking, and this big fat dude pulls up in a truck, opens the door, and we're like just little kids. And this guy was like asking for directions. Hey, do you think you guys? And as soon as he says, "Hey, do you guys know where?" My brother booked it, and then I just followed suit. So we just started booking it. It's like, why would this big fat dude be trying to pull over kids?
Yeah,
ask
but
for
they
directions?
wouldn't make a big deal out of it because you were probably fucking privileged and you were white. For us brown people, they wouldn't give a fuck.
No, we were in the hood. We weren't too privileged, man. We were scraping up our pennies to go down and buy some candy or some soda or something. But anyways,
Yeah, but yeah, then after that transition, dude, believe it or not, I was baptized as a Mormon because I was fucking kidnapped, bro.
you're baptized as a Mormon?
Yes.
So okay, I don't know a lot about religion, but do Mormons get baptized? I mean,
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They still follow the fucking Bibles and shit, but they just have the Book of Mormon and shit, just an extra fucking Bible and shit. But fuck, yeah. So when I was 8 years old, that's the age of baptizing shit and stuff. They would come. Hey, can we take your kids to a church function? They'll at least they'll ask his parents and stuff. Parents now and shit. So my parents didn't mind. Okay, just keep him occupied and shit, because I mean, like I say, I live in the ghetto. Don't want me to part of their gangs and shit. The white man say, come and want to take me around. Of course your parents going to say, yeah, shit. So, fuck. So these elders, that's what they call Mormons, right? So they took me and my neighbor, right? Yeah, my neighbor was like hot too and shit and stuff and everything, right? So we were like 8 years old. I mean, 8 years old. This is 8-year-old thinking, right? So fucking just took us over there and shit. Next thing you know, it's like, yeah, put this on. Nothing but fucking like a white fucking gown and shit and stuff and everything, right? Then all of a sudden, like, I was dipping into the fucking water and shit. Like, what the fuck just happened and shit? It fucking was like saying something, fucking squeezed my nose and tried to fucking drown me. It fucking raised me up. And that was on Brookside. That was a Mormon church on Brookside in Stockton.
A Mormon church.
Yeah.
Well, normally when you get baptized, you kind of know what's going on. It's like you're willingly. It's time for me to wash away my sins, accept Jesus in my heart.
Some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But fuck it.
So you're baptized.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. But I'm still a Buddhist by heart. Shit. Fuck that shit.
We baptized your Cambodian ways away. You're now a white man. Well,
fucking get kidnapped by a white man and shit. Fuck. Hard was life. Shit. It was rough shit.
Not only now are you white, but you're Mormon white.
A Mormon, yeah, I guess. And I could be Bisa and shit. Fucking, because coming up here and shit,
Hey, let's jump up to high school. Where'd you go to high school at? And how was high school for you?
I went to Lincoln High School.
Okay.
I was good at preppy,
Okay, Lincoln High School. That's a prominent high school. That's well sought after. So how was it being a young Cambodian boy at Lincoln High School, where it's like all white and a lot of money there?
It was good for me and shit. Never had no issue and shit.
Yeah.
And stuff. A simple life. Graduated early from fucking high school and shit with honors and stuff. So instead of my senior years, I worked with my junior years as a senior.
Okay.
Because I had a 4-year tuition in the Sonoma State and shit. But I turned it down the last minute. That's when I joined the Marine Corps.
You said nobody got time for no Sonoma State.
No, because like I said, I was sheltered all my life. I need to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're at the Marines. As you can tell, that I've been trying to get to the Marines, but we kind of veered off.
Yeah.
We got onto the whole how the white man's trying to kidnap you for butt stuff. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So you made it to the Marines. Here you are, a young man. So Sonoma State's not working out. So you opted for the more harder path.
Right.
The more make you harder path, which
Exactly.
would be the Marines.
The Marine Corps. For some reason, out of all branches, I chose the Marines. And I had a high ASVAB score. I could have intel. I could have anything. So when I went into recruiting, I told them I want to be a grunt. At first, your ASVAB, it's real good. Why don't you try Marine Security Force? Then you'll go for 2 years. I say, I just want to be a grunt. Then they went, you sure? I say, all right. Because, so I went into the Marine Corps and shit. Believe it or not, that's where I learned how to speak, English. My English was fucking broken.
Oh, so before Marine Corps, you were like
Fobbish. No, yeah. I was Sobbish. I was still on the boat.
But you knew English?
I wasn't fresh off the boat, but I was still on the boat, yeah. It's a step after you're fresh off the boat, but you're still on the boat, but haven't learned a lick of English yet.
Oh, okay. So you tell your family that you're going to join the military. You're like, hey, Mom, Dad, I want to go to Marine.
No.
Is that how you do it?
No. They didn't know what the fuck they were trying to shit and stuff and everything. I just went to the fucking Marines and shit. They thought I ran away and shit. They called 911.
What do you mean? So you just joined the Marines? You didn't tell anybody, and you just kind of disappeared?
No, I had the Marine Corps, but they didn't understand the shit. That one day I was fucking gone.
Okay. All right. So you show up to the Marine Corps. Are you nervous? Are you scared? You're a young man.
No, I didn't give a fuck because I was away from home.
You were made for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when people wrote to me in boot camp, I never fucking respond and shit and stuff. It's like, you know, all these hot girls and shit and stuff and everything and all that. I like to talk, fuck, but, you know, they wrote to me, but never
So
gave them a
I'll-
chance.
So you were in boot camp. All these hot girls are.
No, they were, you know, back from high school, but, you know, they gave me signs and stuff. I don't know. I was never into, like, trying to have a girlfriend and shit. Like I said, I was shelter and shit. And, you
Yeah.
know, when the Christians path and shit that they fucking imply, try to save yourself for fucking marriage and shit and stuff.
Yeah.
That shit, for some reason, it stuck with me, and that's what I want to do. You know, I wanted to play that fucking innocent shit, right? So I joined the fucking Marine Corps, fucking path, just to get away from everything and shit, right?
Oh, okay.
To
Hell-
self-discover myself, right?
Okay.
To find an identity, give myself an identity.
Okay.
So I joined the Marine Corps just to get the fight because without rediscovering or self-discovering myself or finding and identifying myself, I would never know who I would be today and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Who are you?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying. I'm still
Who is
here
this
trying-
man in front of me right now?
I'm still here trying to fucking discover myself.
Yeah.
All right. But anyways, made it to the Marine Corps. Learn English. Right. My English was fucking broken, dude. You know what? I went there to say, you know, the paisa say, dude. Right. The Mexican. When I went there, they don't know what Cambodians is. You know, I met a lot of Southerners. I mean, not Southerners, but South Mexicans from.
Yeah.
They thought I was straight fucking paisa and shit. They thought I was their own, so they tried to take care of me. It's like, hey, I'm Chino, I'm Asian, and stuff. They said it was bullshit because they were trying to check me because when I went to boot camp and stuff, they were trying to speak Spanish to me and shit. They thought I was ignoring them, right? And then the other, you asked me, like, you're Mexican. I'm not Mexican. I'm Cambodian. What the fuck is Cambodian? They didn't even know what Cambodian is.
Yeah.
It's like they're from like the Midwest and shit. So they were all kids. I didn't know where I was fit in because, to tell you the truth, I was the only Asian person there. Besides this other Vietnamese dude, I remember his last name was Ta. Yeah, he had the same fucking broken English. We were broken English, so we were like this close in boot camp.
So when you were saying that you really learned English when you went to the Marines, like, did they actually put you in classes to teach you
No,
English?
no,
Or
no.
you just learned it from your peers,
I
right?
just learned from my peers as I
Yeah.
went through the Marine Corps. It was fucking broken.
Okay. Yeah, because your English is pretty much on point English right now.
Right now,
all,
yeah.
All these years later.
Thanks for the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
So any immigration out there coming to America or any fucking assignment, join the military. You'll fucking learn English. By the time you're done with 4 years, you'll be there. You'll
Now,
be
were
good
you
to
a
go.
drinker before you went to the?
No, I never drank in my life.
Did you start drinking it in the Marines?
I started
Were you around
drinking
it?
not in boot camp, like probably I want to say after 5 or 6 months and shit.
Yeah. You know, the reason why I ask is because there's like I don't know if it's a stigma or a persona for Marines.
Yeah, Marines
It
are
always
drinkers.
seems they're portrayed to have alcohol
Exactly.
and cigars.
Yes.
You know, it just seems like that's part of the culture. So that's why I'm not trying to say like I think you're an alcoholic or anything like that. It just seems like it goes with being in the Marines.
It was kind of with the culture and stuff.
Yeah.
I never smoked in my life. I never drank until went in the Marine Corps. Probably after 5 or 6 months in the fleet and stuff. So we call it the fleet. So after boot camp, it's called the fleet. FMF, so Fleet Marine Force and shit. So we were infantry and stuff and everything. So all that. So I remember the first time I ever fucking drank a fucking beer, right? So I had my buddies. Went home, my buddies and shit. I remember took me on a camping trip. Usually I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. Usually you go home back to stop where I was from and shit. You want to say hi mom, hi dad and shit and stuff. For some reason I was a fucking child that didn't give a fuck. I love my parents to death and shit and stuff, but it was like I was missing so much freedom and shit. And till this day, why I did not go home to see them. So I went home to see my friends and shit
Gotcha.
instead. So they took me to Visalia, right? Yo, met these girls. I was still young. I was 18. So I was 18 years old, right? So met these girls and shit and stuff, right? It's like, hey, they were hot. They were like, Asian race.
You're in the Marines right now, right?
Yeah, I was in the Marines.
Okay,
but
18 years old.
18 years old, right? So I came. I mean, I went back to Stockton for like just we call it Liberty, like
Right.
for like a 4-day, 4-day pass. So I went to Stockton, went back. This all with my friends to Visalia, camping for the first time. I didn't know what the fucking camping is and shit. He said he got some homegirls over there. So I said, you know what? In my life, I never get to hang with girls besides being in high school and shit. Outside of stuff because my parents were strict. I had curfews and shit, right? So it's a freedom. It's like, yeah, fuck. I want to hang with girls and shit. Fuck. So when girls meet with these girls, right? They were hot, and they were of Southeast Asian, but they were men. These girls were men. And men, it's like, what the fuck is men? Oh, they're an ethnic group in Laos, but they were hot and shit. So, yeah, you were saying?
What do you mean they were men?
Not men. That was a race. It was called men.
Oh yeah.
No, men.
I was like, we're not skipping over this.
No lady boys. No lady boys. No Transformers. They were men. So that's the race. Okay. So it's
now,
like fuck.
We're square now.
Yeah, we're square. Okay. Not men. Men.
Men. M-I-N.
M-I-E-N.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Mean.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Here you are around some hot men, girls,
Right.
and you're a Marine, so you have that. It seems like that could be an extra status for a young man, and to attract women. It's kind of cool to be a Marine. I mean, I don't know. I'm just imagining. I was never in the Marines.
I just want to being so it's just like I just want a relationship because I never had a real relationship in my life. Where you.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, okay, I'll give it and stuff and everything, But the unexpected happened. Alcohol. I like the first time they offered me Corona. It's like trying drinking like.
When you're with these girls.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're 18.
You know what? Yeah. They say, you know what? I'll make it taste bad. So they cut up a Kool-Aid package, right? And they pour Kool-Aid in my beer, right? So I was drinking it, and I'm like, oh, it's not that bad, right?
Little,
it's actually good.
Little
beer with Kool-Aid.
Beer mix.
Beer mix, Corona. And they put a Kool-Aid package in that shit inside the beer. I was like, what the fuck? All right. I'm trying to be cool, trying to hang out and shit. Next thing, they don't really drink, just didn't drink. So I had like 4 or 5 beers, right?
Yeah.
So next thing you know, they're just saying, fucking just relax, right? And stuff. It's like, fuck, I didn't know what to do. 2 girls start taking my clothes off, right?
Oh.
Yeah. They start taking my clothes. It's like, I've never been naked with a girl before, right? Thinking to myself and shit, right?
Oh, so at this point, you have been you're still a virgin.
I'm still a fucking virgin, right?
In the Marines, 2 women
I want to save myself for fucking marriage, right?
Okay.
Then all of a sudden, dude, they started taking turns riding me. I was like stiff as a fucking dude. I was straight like this. I was stiff as a stick, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And they were taking turn riding me and shit. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I don't know what to do. They were just like on me, and
They're tag teaming you, huh?
they were tagging me, and I was like stiff like a stick and shit. Then I thought I had to pee. I pushed them out and shit. Fucking ran to the trees. Fucking butt naked out of the tent, right? And I thought it was piss. It was fucking my sperm, bro. Fucking shooting out. The first time I never had fucking, I didn't know what it felt like to fucking, have fucking sperms coming out of my fucking dick.
At this point, that's kind of odd. Usually,
I never jacked off in my life.
it's already
so.
happened by now. Like if you had two girls riding you.
Yeah, but I never experienced anything like that. So because I never jacked off in my life, so how the fuck I know that I fucking.
Do you wish it didn't happen?
No, I kind of liked it though, thinking back and shit. But I lost my virginity to a threesome. That's the fucking funny part.
Yeah. This story took a quite a hard turn. I didn't know you were gonna bring up them taking turns riding you. Good story.
That was the most interesting shit in my life. I thought that was the most interesting shit, but soon enough,
Did you
later
fall in
life-
love? Did you fall in love that night?
No,
No.
it was just like if they were writing me, it's just like they weren't me, but it kind of made me like wanting more girls. It's like instead of being, but I still wanted to settle down.
That's when you realized, that this gay stuff's not for me.
Yeah. No bromance, no shit. Fuck.
It's all about those sugar walls,
Yep.
because you just got a hard taste of it
Yeah.
or feel for it.
That was good shit. Never gonna forget that the first time.
Wow, you heard it here first, everybody, about JT's first time, which was an actual threesome.
Yeah. That's the fucking funny part. Shit.
Cheers to that, buddy. Cheers to that.
Cheers, salute.
Salute. Okay, so you had your wild night of fun on your Liberty. Now you're back to marining.
Right.
You're back to the barracks. What was the first country you went to, or how long were you in the Marines before you went out of country?
Dude, it wasn't so long, dude. I just wanted to explore. So, my buddy, I don't know whether to use his fucking name and shit and stuff, but you know what? I'll use his first name, Trey.
Okay, well, you know him. I mean, if he wouldn't mind or not.
Yeah. So, never been to Mexico in my life. So one one weekend or whatever, 4 days off we had. This motherfucker decided to take me to fucking Mexico and shit. I had beer before, right?
Yeah.
But never drank fucking liquor, right? So this motherfucker introduced me to tequila, right?
Oh.
I went to Mexico and stuff and everything and so he bought me tequila. What the fuck is tequila? Oh, you gotta, with lime and salt and shit. So he teach me how to dress this shit, right? So you suck and drink the tequila and shit and stuff. So it was at some club, right? So got me. Then next thing I know, some dude was spinning me around and shit, put me on a seat and fucking blowing a whistle and pouring fucking tequila in my mouth and shit. Like, what the fuck? Shit. This shit's so good, right? So.
Wow.
Dude.
This is what, TJ?
Yeah, Tijuana and shit, It was cool because I went to this club A and shit. So nothing but a bunch of San Diego State University girls. They were there and shit. My first time and shit. These girls were fucking flashing their titties up and shit. Like, holy shit. That's the first time I seen the most titties and shit in my life and shit.
Wow.
Like, fuck. But towards the end of the night, shit.
I want to join the Marines.
Yeah. He made it. that motherfucker made it special for me, fool.
Oh, okay.
I was so fucked up by now. So shots. I didn't drink any beer and shit. He introduced me to liquor. I drank liquor all the during the whole night and shit. Pretty much tequila, you know. So I didn't tell him. He thought you know, I still have my virginity. So this guy's still like trying to get a girl to get, you know, to
Right.
get me laid and shit, right? But
He's trying to find a working girl to try to
yeah,
try to de-virginize you,
yep.
to which he didn't know you already were de-virginized.
I was already fucked up, so I didn't
Yeah.
tell him that I was already de-virginized, right?
Yeah, you're already damaged.
Yeah, I'm already damaged. I lost it to a threesome, right? So this motherfucker, dude, I was like so fucked up, right? He got me into this like little fucking shit. All I remember is stuff, right? So he paid, I don't know, I think he paid this ladies and shit stuff and everything. So she's coming, she's putting in my, nigga, I don't know, understand niggas enough, right? I'm trying to fight her. I say, no, I don't want to. Next thing you know, she's fucking gumming me.
She's gumming you?
She only had 4 teeth. One right here, one right there, one right there, one right there. She was gumming the shit out of me. I was so fucked up. I was so drunk. I'm trying to fucking fight her and shit and stuff. I was like, what are you doing?
When you mean she's gumming you, like she's kissing on your neck, or?
No, she's gumming my dick. She's only had 4 teeth.
Wow, you're getting a BJ by a jack-o'-lantern, it sounds like.
Yeah, and I was trying to fucking shake her. I was so fucked up. I didn't have the energy to try to fucking move and shit and stuff. And she was gumming the shit out of my dick, bro. That's the first time I ever had a fucking gum job.
Wow. Oh, shit.
Yeah. So this motherfucker.
Continue.
So this motherfucker. Next, I went to the back. This motherfucker, Trey. Fuck you, Trey Townsley. But for this motherfucker went around the barracks screaming, hey, you know, JT got a blowjob from, he got a gum job, he got a gum job. He ran around the circle in the barracks telling all these Marines that I got a gum job. When we got back to the barracks.
And you wish he wouldn't done that.
Yeah, like, what the fuck, bro? You fucking paid a fucking toothless whore to fucking rape me, bro.
Were you really all that mad about it?
I was. But, you know, that gum job, it kind of felt different. I think it was the first and last time I ever had a gum job.
Wow. So, was she elderly?
To me, I was thinking...
An older woman? Because you're a young man at this time.
I was 18, bro. She probably was a granny, bro.
Because it seems like, missing all those teeth, there's probably some years on her. So that's why I'm asking.
I probably think so, too, shit.
Years and miles.
Years and miles of shit. If she's fucking giving me a gum job, where did her fucking teeth go?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Every time your member was going in and out of her mouth, it was like making a field goal.
Dude, I was so weak.
You were making a field goal every time.
It was the first time I ever had liquor, bro. I was so weak. I didn't know.
Alcohol's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it is. It is. Fuck that shit. Fuck you, alcohol.
Wow. So that seemed like a wild night in Tijuana. Obviously, there had to have been more shenanigans than that. I mean, if you're going to be in Tijuana, I mean, I hear that's quite the the entertainment land.
Yep. First time I ever fucking got a gum job, not a blow job. I never had a blow job. That was the first time I had a gum job.
What other countries have you been to besides Mexico?
I've been to a lot of countries, but the most memorable country, I would say, like I said, memorable, most memory. I don't like to talk about other depressing countries and shit, so I'm not gonna talk. But I would say Thailand, Japan, and Korea. So let's talk about Thailand.
I'm interested in Thailand.
So, yeah, but we were there for an event called Cobra Go, right? So we trained with the Thai Marines and stuff and everything. So we kind of mentor them with the Thai Marines and shit and stuff. So, but we have our libels for and shit, our liberty and shit. So we decided to explore. So into Pattaya, which is like probably about 35 minutes away because we were in Sadaheep, some base right there, Thai Marine Corps base, right? So Pattaya was in that fall. So decided to Pattaya first thing. First thing we got a brief from the local, say this is a good strip. Don't go over there. It's called Boys Town. Because he say, in Boys Town, be careful. There's a lot of British over there because the British love to be in Boys Town for some reason. So in Boys Town, there's a lot of fucking Transformers or Ladyboys, what you call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Commonly known over here in the States as transgenders.
But I don't think you would call them Transformers if they're transformed, right? So transformed
Okay.
instead of Transformers.
Okay. They call it Boys Town.
So you got Pattaya here, then you got Boys Town. So we were just saying, but you still have Ladyboys there. So here, but not as much as Boys Town.
Okay.
Right? So Pattaya was cool and stuff. So I remember the first fucking bar I hit, right? Going in there, right? Shit. Going in there. They're giving me a fucking red balloon and shit. Looking at what the fuck is this red balloon for and shit, right? So I'm walking in and shit. Next thing I know, there was a fucking dart flying out of fucking pussy, bro. Fucking popped the balloon like, what the fuck? That was the first thing I ever saw in my life. Like, something that flew out of fucking pussy, bro.
And you're holding the balloon?
And it popped it. She had a good aim, dude. It flew out of her fucking pussy. Popped that fucking balloon.
What kind of contraption did she have up there?
I have no idea.
Shoot out
Whatever
dart.
the fuck that shit. That was the first time I ever seen something like that happen. Then I started as I tried tonight. There was girls fucking sucking her up a fucking bot bill and shit, spitting out coins. It's like, what the fuck they have up in there, bro? And fucking sucking up ping pong balls and just fucking blowing it out. Like, how the fuck they train the pussy to be that? That was the first thing I ever saw something in my life like that, bro.
Is this place easy to find? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it is. It's not, but
I want to see this.
But I'm not gonna talk about what happened in Pattaya. I don't want to go into detail to you, but
I think you should.
I'll talk about one event.
I think you owe it to our viewers.
No, I'm not.
Tell us about the whole shebang.
No,
man.
no. Because the stories I'm gonna tell, they're gonna make me sound like a fucking douchebag. I'm not gonna tell. But I'm gonna tell one story.
Okay.
All right. So I was at this bar, right? So like, I can't remember because the rodeo was a popular bar back then, but I was at this other bar there, but so I decided to get in the mix and play this game called Smile Smile, right? So
Smile?
Yes.
Okay.
So this game is Smile Smile, right? So it got a fucking girl there, right? Underneath the table, right? So your job is to guess whose dick she is sucking, right? So you got to have this poker game, right? Poker game face and shit, right? So if you guess right whose dick she's sucking, that person buys a round of liquor, right? Shots and shit.
Okay, so she's underneath the table.
Yes.
And all the guys around the table, they're trying to keep a straight face.
Yes, exactly.
So
and she's coming around sucking dicks, right? Right?
Okay.
So you're supposed to guess whose dick she's sucking, right?
So who's got a shit-eating grin on their face?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
But if you guess right, that person buys it. But if you guess wrong, you buy the whole rounds table and shit.
Okay.
So that was a game and shit. But you know what? what is fucking... I question myself till this day. Who was underneath that table? I could never figure out if it was a lady boy or a fucking woman. All I knew was I was getting fucking sucked.
Anybody guess you?
Shit. It was a woman. So, I was so drunk. I should have checked underneath the table. Now that shit will haunt me for life. I'm telling you the truth. It's like, which person is sucking my dick? That's what people should guess. Who's underneath the table?
Not
who's getting sucked.
Not who's getting fellatioed.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
You know what? I've never heard of that game. Never heard of that game.
That's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. I don't know if I was getting a blowjob from a dude or fucking lady boy or a girl.
Hey, you know what? I guess those are the gambles you take when you're in a strange land doing strange things, my man.
I guess.
Like, is it shenanigans? Whatever country you go to, it seems like. Because you said some pretty wild stories right now, man.
It's like being in college. You're part of
two for two.
sorority, yeah. It's just like weird shit, man.
Tijuana, crazy stuff. Thailand, crazy stuff. Where are we going next?
You know what? We'll go to Japan. You know.
Ooh, Japan.
We're gonna, not mainland Japan, but Okinawa. Okinawa.
Okay. So you're stationed over there for a little bit.
Yeah, I was stationed in Camp Schwab. So it
Okay.
was a base called Camp Schwab, right? So we're out of fucking Camp Schwab. I remember there was a place called let me try to remember the name of shit. It was called The Stage in Honoko, the town, right? When you get out of Camp Schwab. Oh no, so it was called The Stage, right? Man, I'm telling you, this place got the hottest Brazilian ethnic girl that's non-Japanese over there. You would wanna fucking marry them and bang them and shit. So
I'm interested.
So you go to this thing called The Stage, right?
The Stage. What is this?
So it's a thing. So
It's like a club or what's going on?
It's like a fuck club, right?
Oh,
So
like a sex club.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
So, but you don't. But there's a catch. You gotta be quiet. You gotta be because, they're humble people. You gotta be silent when they're performing on stage, right?
Yeah. So you have to be very respectful.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like a sex club, like a strip club. They're performing.
Yeah.
You got to be respectful. But yet there's like stuff
there's rules
stuff
and
going on.
Everything. So
It's like a swingers club. What?
No. So I saw this Brazilian girl,
Okay.
right? I was like, I wanted to fuck her. She was hot. I mean, she was fine, right? So to fuck her, in order to fuck her, right? You gotta roll a die, right? Just a basic die, 1 through 6,
Okay.
right? We have the lowest number, right? Get to go fuck her, right? So I
Just roll.
volunteered.
Wait. So just a roll of a dice.
Yes. So
You still got to pull money out. Or
no. So I rolled a fucking dice. I wanted to fuck her, right?
okay.
I rolled a 3. I thought it was the lowest. I was fucking happy. I was thinking because shit was joy. I was thinking about and this fucking Japanese dude, old Japanese guy, probably Okinawa and shit. Roll a fucking 1 and shit. Like, what the fuck, bro? I want to fuck her and shit. So I'm waiting until, it goes around and shit and stuff. Because, the winners get to perform on stage, right? So, this old Japanese dude went to perform on stage, bro. I swear, dude. Bang the future that I wanted to fucking marry this Brazilian chick. I wanted to make her my wife, dude. She was that hot, bro.
Okay. So the winner gets to perform on stage. You
Yes.
talking about the guy?
The guy with a girl on stage.
So the guy's having sex
on
with
stage.
that girl in front of everybody.
In front of everybody, right? You gotta be totally quiet, respectable, right? That's the Japanese culture, right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, fuck. As soon as he fucking took his fucking pants down, this motherfucker had a rice curse fucking penis. His dick was so small, like it was like the size of my fucking tip of my pinky, bro. I started fucking laughing and shit. And I got fucking kicked out of the fucking club, bro. I was hella pissed, dude. His dick was like this small, bro. He had a rice curse, bro, on his ass. That could have been me. My dick was bigger than him and shit. I would have been performing shit. I was so bad that night, bro.
The stage, everybody.
You gotta go to the stage.
It sounds like an interesting club, man, to watch.
I couldn't stop laughing. I got kicked out.
So you're just watching other people on stage having sex.
Yeah, but it could have been me.
It could have been you up there.
Yes.
Like, would you have done that in front of everybody?
Fuck yeah, she was hot.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if it's for. She was fine. She was the most beautiful, dude. She was like an 11 out of 10, bro.
So this place called the stage. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Now from Japan, where are we going?
Shit, there's a hell of a lot more in Japan, bro.
There's more Japan stories.
Yeah, dude. You know what? There's not so. You know what?
Remember, we're probably going to do a part 2 to this podcast because it is getting late.
Yeah, but you know what? You know, there's places like that, but I like the perm. I remember it was like the banana show outside of Gate 2 Street, right? You know, it's nothing compared to Thailand and shit, you know. The only reason why I went to this banana show, it's called a banana show, right? So there's a poster of this hot Japanese girl, right? Butt naked, right? In front of the shit, right?
But the show that involves bananas, let me guess.
It involves banana, right? But you see, because the point of this banana show, right? She sucks the bananas up, right? She slices them down. And you open your mouth, you're supposed to fucking have her fucking shit it in your mouth, right?
Wait.
But, yeah. But anyways,
okay.
I went into the show, right? Like, what the fuck, dude? Then my buddy was calling, you need to get this shit. Then everybody screaming, JT. I said, fuck no, dude. That's a picture of her like fucking 40 years old. She's like 100 years old now. That's how she look. 100 fucking years, bro. And she's still stuffing fucking bananas in her fucking pussy and trying to make service member eat that shit, bro. So K2 Street is like right outside of the Air Force Base in Japan, bro. So hell no, I ain't there. And everybody was fucking yelling out my name and shit. Because my buddy started yelling out my name and shit. Then everybody started yelling. The old Japanese lady, the mama-san's pointing at me and shit. And telling me, get under her and shit. Like, fuck no. She's old as shit. That's the one thing I did.
So it seems like everybody knows that you're kind of out there. You're kind of crazy. So
no.
They wanted you part of that.
These people don't know. They just hear my name blowing. The next thing you know, the whole fucking crowd screaming my name and shit. They just going after my buddy and shit while he's screaming. I don't know anybody out there. But I ain't fucking going in there. Dude, she have her of a picture when she's in her 18, 19s and shit. Now she's 100 years old. You think I want somebody's fucking granny fucking spitting whole bananas in my fucking mouth, cutting slices?
So you
Fuck
didn't,
that shit.
Okay, so you didn't participate in the old banana shooting.
I don't participate in anything just because it's involved. I don't participate in anything. Yeah. But you know the one thing I love about Japan, dude, it's like every fucking block there's a fucking vending machine that's filled with fucking alcohol. You just put your yen, fucking drink alcohol, skip to the next blocks and fucking shit. That's what I miss about it.
Oh, wow.
Every single block, there's a vending machine with fucking alcohol.
Just on the streets?
Just on the streets,
wow, that's
with
crazy.
housing shit. That's one thing I miss about it.
That's different.
Yeah. That was the best part of life. Just put my little fucking yen in that, the little coin yen in that shit, and fucking just skip away.
Okay, so before we end this podcast,
we're not ending it. We're continuing.
Yeah, we're gonna before this segment, we're gonna definitely have a part 2. What countries are we going to now after Japan?
Probably Korea. Then we'll see wherever we go.
Okay, Korea. Okay, I'm interested in Korean stories.
Yeah. Because these are the three other countries. I'm not gonna talk about these. It's too much depressing.
Okay,
shit.
yeah, we're not going to talk about
Yeah.
the president. We're talking about these fun shenanigans
Yeah.
that we're entertained to hear about.
Oh.
So now we're at
Oh
Korea.
yeah. One thing. No. You know what?
Korean barbecue.
No. When I was in Japan, I forgot to tell you.
Oh, Japan. Okay, back to Japan.
It's the saddest moment. I had a sad moment in fucking Japan. Believe it or not, and shit.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
Yeah, they put me on suicide watch.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you being serious right now?
Yeah. They thought I tried to kill myself and shit. I'm sorry and shit.
Okay, yeah. All right. This story took a turn.
So it was
Something you want to talk about, or
yeah. Fuck
Okay,
it, I'm
right.
down. So it was during a typhoon season and shit, right? So we had the iron dragon and shit, and
okay,
you know. So I just wanted to fly during the typhoon, right?
okay.
So I was so drunk off my ass and shit, right? It's like, fuck, you're stuck in the fucking barracks, right? Camp Schwab and shit, right? But like, next thing I look out my window, see all these fucking Marines having fun, right? In their fucking underwears and shit, right? Tying sheets to the fucking wrists and arms, fucking racing like this and shit, having the fucking wind blow them and shit, you know? You know, in their underwears and shit. Like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna try to fly. I can do something better. So I tried to fly. So I tied the fucking sheet on my wrist and my ankle and jump off the fucking third building.
You tried to parachute.
Tried to parachute. That motherfucker took me like fucking sideways like this and shit. Fucking bounce and shit. And I thought like, oh, fucked up my wrist and shit. You know what? I'm gonna try to go farther. I'm gonna take it over to the roof and see if I can fucking fly.
What the heck, dude?
Yeah. Fucking things see the rando and shit. The fucking big ass Usos, two big ass Usos and shit. Fucking forgot their name and shit. Big ass Usos. They were like 6'6", right? So they say, no, JG, don't go out there. Fucking grabbed me fucking by the arm. They almost fucking flew out on fucking fourth third. They were yanking me shit. I was about to fly and shit. Next thing the sergeant say, fuck, go back to your room. You're on fucking suicide watch. Get the fuck.
Okay.
Like, fuck no. I'm trying to fucking fly and shit, right? Like, this motherfucker put me on suicide watch. All I just wanted was just fucking fly in during typhoon season, bro. Other than that's the only time I fucking busted my knee because of that shit. Fucking that shit fucking took me in and wanted to fly. But that sergeant put me on fucking suicide watch and shit. And killed for the end of the day while everybody was having fun in the typhoon.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, man. That doesn't look right.
Dude, I just wanted to fucking fly. Everybody was in their underwear fucking outside racing and shit. You could see the fucking poles fucking fell down, the electrical poles and shit, all down. The eye of the tiger was right above us and shit, fucking trolling and shit.
Wow. And this was in Japan?
This was in, Japan
Okay.
and shit. But the very next day, I felt bad for these two Marines. They tried to do the same stupid shit they were trying to fucking swim during a 50-foot fucking wave of typhoon and shit. Next day, they're fucking near our barracks, next to our shit. Their body fucking float down. Shit. Fucking 19-year-old fucking Marines and shit. They died.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. It's like...
It was two 19-year-old
Yeah.
Marines?
They had like 2 kids. One of them had 3 and shit.
Yeah, that's
it's like,
too bad.
I'm thinking, you stupid motherfuckers and shit. Can't fucking do it right.
So they were trying to swim in this like tsunami?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say tsunami. What is it? Like maybe a hurricane? Typhoon. So they're just for shenanigan.
Yeah, for shenanigans. The same shit we were doing shit.
It was nothing,
having fun.
It was nothing they had to do, and then they lost their lives. That's sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, that's too bad. May they rest in peace. I mean, they're just doing it all in fun, you know. Hey, man. So one man's danger is another man's fun, apparently. You know, because that seems dangerous as hell.
Yeah, shit.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you like the podcast so far. Just so you know, the podcast is not over. We're going to have to do to be continued. Part 2 will be tomorrow night here on the Keither.B podcast. So if you like what you're hearing so far, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, hit like on the video, and go ahead and leave some comments in the comments below.